Well, hello everybody, and hello from Morehead City, North Carolina. This is Jay Conner, the Private Money Authority, and it's great to see you here, my friends and followers that we have here on Facebook, my email followers, my students, etc. So anyway, I wanted to deliver some training for you this morning as I am heading to the office. It is a gorgeous day in Morehead City, North Carolina. What is it? Wow, it's already 91 degrees and the humidity is flaring, but nonetheless, not only is it hot outside, but I got some hot tips for you this morning on some daily practices, or a particular daily practice that I want to share with you that I actually started practicing. I guess it's been 15 or 20 years ago, and this particular morning daily practice has made just a huge difference. Has helped me make quantum leaps in my business. And whether you're looking to attract even more private money into your business, or if you're looking to find some properties or houses to buy or to sell, or whatever it is that you're wanting to go to the next level in your business, this particular morning daily practice will make a big difference. I will go ahead and share this with you. I guess it was about a week and a half ago, Carol Joy and I were traveling somewhere, and I know we were going through the Charlotte airport. I came across this new little product, at least new to me anyway. It's called Bai Bubbles, B-A-I Bubbles, and it's a sparkling antioxidant infusion. This particular flavor is Gimby Pink Grapefruit. Anyway, let me tell you about this little can of Bai Bubbles. I mean, this is like, a shot in the arm every morning. It's got the antioxidants, it's got white tea extract, and let me just tell you, getting a sip of this stuff in the morning is like making you say, oh my lands, and getting ready for a great day. So anyway, safety first. As I am in my car, I want to get out of this parking lot first before we dive into this daily practice I'm talking about that can and will, or at least it has made a big difference for me. So here's what I'm talking about. What in the world is this daily practice? Well, I'll tell you, I got a phone call from a dear friend of mine. We used to be in the manufactured housing business years ago, and his name is Tom McFall. So, hey Tom, if you are watching or tuning in right now, you get credit, the original credit, for turning me on to this morning daily practice. So Tom called me up, and we were talking about business in the manufactured housing business back in the day. And Tom said, hey Jay, I've started doing something every morning that I think will make can have a big impact on what you've got going on. And I said, what is that, Tom? And he says, well, what I'm talking about is the power of questions. The power of questions. I said, Tom, what in the world do you mean by the power of questions? He says, well, I've started asking myself some very powerful questions in the morning, and some transformational and magical things have started happening in my business and in my life. So he went on to explain to me what he was doing, and since that time I have been practicing the morning ritual of questions. So if you have heard me speak on stage across the nation about attracting millions of dollars in private money, you have heard me share with you this particular question that I ask myself every morning. And that question is, who will be my next private lender? I've been practicing this for about 7 years. Who will be my next private lender? I don't worry about the how that's going to happen. I don't worry about the when that's going to happen. I just simply ask the open-ended question, who will be my next private lender? And as a result, I really started focusing on this not only 7 years ago, but really started focusing on it about 5.5 years ago. As a result, today, Carol Joy, my wife, and I have got 44 private lenders funding in the millions of dollars for our real estate investing business, primarily in single-family homes. And so here's the way it works. You know, first let me ask you a question, since we're talking about the power of questions. What has more power, questions or answers? And the answer to that question is questions. The power is in the questions, and here's why. If I can't ask myself, and that's who I'm asking myself, and actually, I'm asking God the Creator. Now, I know some of you all talk this language of putting it out to the universe. Quite frankly, I would rather worship the Creator than the creation that was created by the Creator. But nonetheless, I put the question out to God. I put the question out to my subconscious. In this particular example, who will be my next private lender? So the power is in the questions. I can't get the right answers unless I ask the right questions. I mean, you know, Jesus himself did it himself. When the Pharisees tried to trip him up with tricky questions, how did he answer their questions? He answered their questions with a question. The power's in the questions. So let's bring this home specifically to whatever it is that you want to accomplish. One key I will tell you is consistency. You don't want to ask a question in the morning just when it comes to mind. This is a morning ritual practice. In fact, I ask my questions as I'm getting ready while I'm brushing my teeth, before I even go have my cup of coffee. So if it's relating to attracting private money, who will be my next private lender? And listen, I just put that question out there to my subconscious and to God the Creator. And I let my subconscious throughout the day work on answering that question. What it does is it programs and reminds my brain and my subconscious as to what one of the priorities is in my life for that day. This is how the law, or partly how the law of attraction works. Let's say, and I'm also doing this like daily as well, but you know, let's say that you have some homes that you want to move, or you're seeking to buy some more homes. Well, we're always seeking for more seller leads. So I also incorporate into my daily practice these other two questions. And these other two questions I ask myself are, who will be my next seller of a home? Who will be my next seller of a home? I also ask the question, who will be my next buyer of my homes? I actually, just as recent as last week, started incorporating these two other questions. Who will be my next seller, and who will be my next buyer of my homes? So last week when I started asking that question, those two questions, some magical things happened. And I don't mean black magic. I mean some actual, just fascinating things. Started asking the question, who will be my next buyer? I had 2 lease option purchases, or 2 tenant buyers that were already in my pipeline. They were already in credit repair. And both of them became credit ready last week, much quicker than I anticipated. In fact, one became credit ready, mortgage ready, about 3 months earlier than I'd anticipated by asking that question. And the other one became mortgage ready about 6 months earlier than I had anticipated. So I leave you with that in this training here this morning. And that is, I encourage you to start asking powerful questions. Now, let me also say in a comment to what I just said a few minutes ago about I don't worry about the how. When I'm asking who will be my next private lender, who will be my next buyer, who will be my next seller, let's say that I am wanting to work on a plan for a particular goal that I have in mind. So, of course, in order to have the plan, I've got to have the how that goes into that plan of action. So if I'm not sure about how I want to lay that plan out, then I just simply put the question out, this question out like this. How can I, or how will I attract more private money? How will I attract more private money? Another question, how will I locate more sellers? How will I locate more sellers? How will I locate more buyers? And so if you're looking for that plan of action, then put the how questions out. But don't mix up the who and the how together in the same question. Be focused and on point on exactly what it is that you're asking. So that's it. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I encourage you to be consistent with it. Thanks to my friend Tom McFall for first introducing me to the power of asking questions. And I'll tell you, my friends, it will make a difference. So with that, have a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in. And by the way, I'd love for you to comment on this training on the power of questions. You can see the comment box below. Also, if you found this to be beneficial, please share that with your friends. Below on the icons, or they may be above. I'm not sure where I've put them. Share on Facebook, LinkedIn, all your social media. Share on Twitter. This is Jay Conner, the Private Money Authority in Morehead City, North Carolina. And if you'd like to check out some more training on my blog, you can find me easily at jayconner.com, JAYCONNER.com. And with that, you all have a fantastic day to your success, and thanks for tuning in. And kick off the power of questions every morning. Have a great one. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.